Resource Hub. I want to thank each of you who are on for your flexibility to join virtually. As you know, we first planned to hold this month's one stop at the Lucian Blackwell Recreation Center in West Philadelphia, but because of the increase of COVID cases, we thought that it was best to hold it virtual this month. So thank you to all of our employers and social service providers, but thank you also to all of you for joining. And we hope today that you hear some employment resources and other social service resources that will be helpful for you and your family. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We have a large number of employers ready to present. We'll ask that each of our providers, if you can please remain muted until it's time to present. Once it's time to present, if you could just unmute and also have your video on. Each employer will be allotted 3 minutes to present, and so we will give you a prompt if it seems like you're getting close to the 3 minute point. All right, so our first employer today is Lowe's. Eric Callett is with us today from Lowe's. Eric, your slides are up.
All right, excellent. So good afternoon, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody on this call. I really appreciate everybody getting together today. And G. Lamar, Adriana, thanks for setting this all up. Glad to be back, and I know we're virtual, but so glad to be back and be able to just tell you all a little bit about Lowe's Home Improvement. I'm just waiting for the slides to come up. Lowe's Home Improvement. We are yes, we can. Yeah, slides are not up, and my video is not turning on. But anyway, I'll keep going with Lowe's Home Improvement. There we go. All right. Excellent. Thanks, Adriana. So Lowe's Home Improvement, we are the home improvement retail store here in the Philadelphia region, and we are about to enter into our mass hiring season. So even though it's about to snow, and I know we might be getting walloped with a nice snowstorm, we are looking ahead to the next 2, 3, 4 months out at the springtime. We are in full gear to hire right now. So we are hiring at all of our stores, and up on the screen you can see some of the positions that are available right now at Lowe's Home Improvement and some of the locations that are available here at Lowe's Home Improvement. So really everywhere from the Metro Philadelphia area all the way out into the Reading area and into all the New Jersey area. Really, we're nationwide. So we have positions available everywhere. So we encourage you to take a look at our open positions, whether it's a cashier, customer service, return desk, receiving, stocking, delivery, sales floor positions, or department supervisor, assistant store manager positions. If you go to the next slide, please. Just want everybody to take note of the benefits that Lowe's has to offer our associates, whether you're part-time or full-time. Working for Lowe's, you would be eligible for 10% discount, employee stock option, paid time off, including vacation time and holiday time, life insurance, health insurance, dental, vision insurance, tuition reimbursement, up to $2,500 per year in tuition reimbursement. Really nice 401k program. We match up to 6% of what you contribute to the 401k. And we have what's called Generation T, which is Track to the Trades. Andrea, if you go to the next slide for me, please. So Track to the Trades is a great program. It's a one of a kind. Actually, I think we're the only ones that have it. This is a skilled trades program that you can enter into at Lowe's Home Improvement once you've worked for us for at least 6 months, and you must be in good standing with us. And this program will give you a gateway into going into a great training program, which Lowe's will pay for the entire training program for you to attend the Track to the Trades, and you can learn any of 5 key skilled trade areas. So this includes carpentry, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and appliance repair. So again, 6 months working for Lowe's for 6 months, and then you would be eligible to go into Track to the Trades. We will pay for you to go to school and learn a skilled trade program. Really, really great benefit for Lowe's associates. Next slide, please. All right, so just want really to kind kind of market ourselves. We are well known as one of the best companies for diversity, disabilities, LGBTQ equality. So we are open to everybody. We value diversity, inclusion, diversity of thought, and really important for us as well. We are also well known for hiring our military members, National Guard and Reserve members. So that's huge for us, big proponent of the military. And if you go to the next slide. And finally, just to wrap this all up, I know I only have 3 minutes. Please, if you're interested, go to our careers page. It's at jobs.lowe's.com. 3 easy steps to look for open positions nearest where you live. So step 1, once you get to our website, is to enter your zip code. Step 2, select the distance you're willing to travel. And step 3, click on the search button and you can explore the open jobs at Lowe's Home Improvement. If you do have any questions or you'd like to learn more about Lowe's, in addition to going to our website at jobs.lowes.com, please contact me. My email's up on the screen. Please feel free to jot the email down and contact me. And that'll do it for Lowe's Home Improvement. Again, really appreciate the time being given today on this virtual job fair. And I wish everybody all the best and good luck to everybody with their job searches.
Thank you so much, Eric, and appreciate all that you continue to do for our community. Our next presenter is PowerCore. We have Harriam Adams with us today. All right, we'll come back to PowerCore. Doubletree.
I'm here, but my video is not working.
Okay, we'll try to prompt your video, but feel
You
free
want me to just go ahead?
Yes, please.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you. My name is Jay Adams, Reentry Initiative Program Manager for PowerCore PSL's Trust Program. And Trust is a workforce development initiative steeped around urban agriculture and urban service. What is Trust? Trust is a paid workforce training experience with skill building in time management, professional communication, interpersonal skills, and other professional development trainings. The age range for individuals to come through Trust is 18 to 30. They need to be a resident of Philadelphia with a high school diploma or GED and have a current valid state ID, birth certificate, and social security card. And the only 2 offenses that we do not admit is murder convictions and sexual offenses. The benefits for Trust is folks get individual mentorship from the crew leader and other support staff, in-house therapeutic supports. Okay, I'm turning on my video now. Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Where was I? We provide transportation in the form of SEPTA passes, and we provide accident insurance if needed, because we are a workforce development initiative that works out in the Parks and Recreations Department. So they do use tools, and folks, there is a potential for folks to maybe get injured and such. So we do have insurance for folks. Preparation for entering standard work readiness and job training. So our program, it's a 3-tier program. It starts with Trust, then we go through the foundations portion, and then after that, folks can apply for fellowships within some of our partners, like the Water Department, Solar Futures, and other entities like Eastern State Penitentiary. We have many partners that offer fellowships for our participants once they flow through the program. Next slide. Now, I just explained the trust portion. We're moving into the foundations portion. And the benefits of the foundations program is that they receive SEPTA passes. We provide uniforms, everything except for the jeans. They have accident insurance. Well, we host expungement clinics for members once they enter foundation, so we can clear up their records and clear away any barriers that might be in their way in that regard. And going through the foundation program, you also earn extra points on any civil service exam that you might take with the city. And the trainings includes OSHA 10, urban agriculture, solar energy, sewer and water treatment, tools in identifying plants, financial literacy, de-escalation, sexual harassment, professionalism, trauma, conflict resolution, resume and cover letter writing, interviewing, goal-setting, entrepreneurship, time management, driver's license, and know your rights. These are all trainings that we provide for our participants. Next. Oh, I'm sorry. Go back one. I'm sorry. The other benefits for the foundation program is that they earn a living wage of $1,400 a month. That's about to go up a little bit. And that income is not, is called a stipend, and they will still be eligible to receive any type of public assistance, TANF benefits. They also receive an education award that can be applied to any accredited entity. If they want to get their CDL, they want to go to CCP, it can all be applied for that. Workplace skill building, opportunity to increase digital skills, and individual mentorship through our coaches. Next slide. Now, our foundations program runs about 4 months. It's a crew-based service to enhance public land and steward community green spaces. Focus on work readiness, career exploration, and skill building. As you can see as you can see on the screen, these are some of the fellowship programs that we partner with: green infrastructure, solar, electrical, urban forestry, the masonry project that we work with Eastern State Penitentiary as well, post-secondary education. And we also hire fellowships within Power Corps as well. We hire assistant crew leaders and crew leaders from within our ranks. Next. And these are just some pictures of us out and doing service. The top left is our masonry program at Eastern State Penitentiary, where they are learning to do pointing, brick pointing. And the second one, I believe, is also the Masonry Academy. The ones below are our Green Water Infrastructure Academy. I don't know if you see at the bottom left, you see these structures being built around the city. We maintain those and help the water department maintain them, keep them clean, remove any invasive weeds just to keep our drinking water safe. So, and then the top right is our urban forestry component, where the folks, when they go out, they learn how to use the harnesses, power tools, chainsaws. And the bottom right is our Solar Electrical Academy. It's a lot of in-class settings as well as in the field, going out and putting those structures on roofs and things of that nature. Next. And like I said before, the eligibility for our opportunity is 18 to 30 years old. They need a diploma or GED, be a resident of Philadelphia, and have a desire to transform life through service and be present for themselves. Our opportunity that we have here is a very great opportunity for folks to be vested in themselves and get a career lattice opportunity opposed to just a job. So and our success rate is very high. Next slide. And these are also some of our.
Hey, Brother Jay, this is the next employer. We appreciate your time, brother.
Oh, okay.
Get on to the next employer. We have
have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So our next presenter is the DoubleTree. We have Yannette and Jada presenting today.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining. I'm not sure if you can see me or not, but
yes,
my name is Jada Ham. I will be representing the DoubleTree by Hilton Philadelphia Center City, and as well as the Hilton Inn at Penn. I want to first highlight our awards that we won in 2021. We were named the #1 best place to work, not only in the United States, but in also over 20 countries in the world. We were also named America's Best Employer for Diversity in 2021, and we were also named the Best Employer for New Graduates in 2021, and as well as Best for Military Vet Employer as well. We have multiple current openings at the DoubleTree. We have Assistant Front Office Manager, as well as full-time guest service agent, preventative maintenance engineer, part-time room attendant, outlets manager, coffee shop attendants, overnight weekend security officer, as well as at the Hilton Inn at Penn, we have the lead maintenance engineer position open, the preventative maintenance engineer position open as well, multiple house person positions open, as well as full-time and part-time room attendants. We also have housekeeping coordinator open, concierge, front service agent, Hooks 2 and 3, and senior sales manager open at the Hilton Inn at Penn. To apply, go to www.jobs.hilton.com. You can sort and filter by zip code and by brand under Hilton. Next slide, please. For additional information, questions, or concerns, you can reach out to myself. I am the HR coordinator, as said before. My email and office number is listed, as well as the Assistant Complex Director, Unette Toro. Her email and number is there, as well as Hilton Inn at Penn, the Director and HR Manager. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation. Our next vendor today is the Pennsylvania State Police, Trooper Chin. Always glad to have you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, happy 2022 to everybody. Glad to be back. First slide. We are continuing our hiring process from August of 2021, and the current deadline is August 1st, 2022 for state police cadet. And the minimum cadet eligibility requirements, according to the slide, we are looking for anyone from age 21 through 39. And residency requirement upon a graduation from our state police academy. Second slide is the career. We do offer career within career for our troopers that serve a minimum 3 years on the job. And those are just a sample list of the career that we have to offer for our members. Third slide, please. Okay, we are currently hiring for academy class of 2023 due to the lengthy selection process that we have. We do have testing coming up for upcoming spring season for selection process cycle 6016. So those who are interested, please reach out to me so I can go over the detail with you. Now, our selection process consists of written examination followed by oral board interview. And we do have polygraph examination, background, physical fitness, as well as medical evaluation and psychological evaluation. As I mentioned before, the entire selection process will take about a year to complete. The current starting salary is approximately $64,000, not including shift differential and overtime. And members will get lifetime medical coverage. As I said before, the deadline is February 1st. Those who are interested, please reach out to me. I'm Trooper Chen. My number is 717-614-7958, or feel free to drop me an email. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Trooper Chen, and always good to see you. Our next presenter is Year Up. Kenneth Jones will be presenting today.
Happy New Year. Thank you, G. Lamar. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Ken Jones. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions here at Europe Greater Philadelphia. If you just really quickly talk a little bit about who we are, what we do, we empower young adults from ages 18 to 30 to move from minimum wage to meaningful careers at top companies in less than a year. Here at Greater Philadelphia, 7 months to be exact. What we do is we equip talented, motivated young adults with the skills, experience, and support to launch a professional career in either business, operations, or information technology. So our employed graduates earn an average, after they finish our program, wage about $21 an hour, which is equivalent to a salary of about $42,000 a year. We can go to the next slide. To apply for Europe Greater Philly, we are currently taking applications for our spring cohort, which will start in April. So we ask that you have at least a GED. You can have a bachelor's degree as well here in Philly. Be 18 to 30 years old, be eligible to work in the United States. Be interested in one of our tracks. We certainly want to make sure that you're interested and persist through the experience and want to make sure that we support you. Be within commuting distance of the city for the duration of the program. This is also because of our corporate partners. We want to make sure once we place you into those internship seats that you can get to them. And then be motivated and hardworking, of course. Next slide, please. So just really quickly, how our tracks break down. The business fundamentals track, our year up specific specialists definitely are teaching our young adults in the industry standards of these various areas. You'll learn intro to customer service, advanced Excel and data management, customer relationship, effective written and communication skills, and a lot of other various techniques that are important in those areas. Same for informational technology. Students who are interested in the more technological space, our certified instructors really help our students get to those certifications and technological internships in companies like Merck, Bank of America, and others. You can go forward. Next slide, please. So the way that really breaks down is that first 3 months is that learning and development phase, which I just spoke about in talking to you about those areas of lessons. And then the 4 months is your work immersion phase, and where you will be placed in an internship, a paid internship experience with one of our corporate partners here in the city. And here are 6 of them. This is also not including Merck, and a host of other wonderful partners, such as the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia as well. You can go to the next slide. So if you're interested in applying, if you have a phone and you're on this call, you can take a picture of that QR code and it will take you right to our inquiry form. Our team will be happy to reach out to you to talk to you a little bit more about the program if you have any questions. Again, that is my email, kjones@europe.org, and then our specialist if you have any questions there. And I think we had one really quick video, and if we don't have time to show it, we can move forward.
Unfortunately, because of time, Dr. Jones will have to continue.
I completely understand. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the presentation, sir. Temple University E3's program is next. Brandon Kennedy will be presenting.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brendan. I am a career counselor with the E3 program provided by Temple. And this is really kind of a grant-funded opportunity that's put on by Philadelphia Youth Network. And basically, you can actually go to the next slide for our overview. So basically what we're trying to do is be sort of that re-entry point for youth and young adults that are 16 to 24 years old within our neighboring communities and neighborhoods here in North Philadelphia to give them the tools and skills they need to, again, re-enter sort of the workforce and academic opportunities. So one of the biggest really focuses we have is for those that need to go and solidify GED opportunities or, get some paid work experience that goes along with advancing their education. So we do a lot of work kind of in-house with our academic coaches on staff myself as a career counselor, working with them to kind of run assessments and analyze, the results in terms of what their future goals look like, what they really want to do in life. And that way we can kind of create this holistic, collaborative environment where it's not just, kind of that one-on-one, but we get kind of a community there helping these individuals really kind of get back on their feet. So we want to really be that bridge to where they are to where they want to go. So you'll see kind of the different sort of sections, if you will, the 3 E's: education, employment, and empowerment. And we definitely want to be able to provide, some personal empowerment too, right? So we want to give them kind of some support for their own current well-being that's going to really give them hope, for their future goals. So as opposed to just kind of, again, spoon feeding, certain resources or certain opportunities to them, but we want to create something that's going to be more lasting and supportive throughout kind of their years, not only in the program, but beyond. So I think we're okay there. We can go ahead. Yeah. So basically kind of just a general overview of what we sort of do here. Now we do kind of provide the necessary services for transportation, childcare, housing, and things like that for supportive services. So for young persons that are in need of those that may be kind of barriers getting in the way of their futures, we can certainly provide some support there. But the biggest thing for us is we're trying to really get our paid work experience opportunities kind of up and running. And so those are kind of the biggest things of focus for us. The eligibility, so I'm kind of on the side of recruitment and enrollment. So I see a lot of these individuals kind of applying through the online system, but basically is laid out there for you. I walk with them kind of through the process of obtaining the required documents. So if there are, young individuals that aren't sure really how to go about solidifying Social Security or anything like that, we definitely kind of walk with them through that process to kind of have them understand what that is, and then we kind of get that verified and move forward, for their file, their case file. Oh, sorry, just realized my video wasn't on there. And then in terms of the enrollment process, right, there are a couple steps listed out, but basically going to pyninc.org/E3, they could use that referral code of E109. So that's our contract code for Temple University. I'm generally kind of the point of contact. We do have, that support staff, as I mentioned, of academic counselors and, Temple Care's kind of joint programming as well. So, they could definitely reach out to me with any questions. And from there, again, we sort of verify their documents. We kind of get started with the programming. A lot of times is these sort of one-on-one, Zoom sessions and things like that. And when it's beneficial, and safe, getting to meet them in person and sort of running programming as well there at Temple University. I think we are set there. Yeah, and then basically, we're kind of the typical, hours, 9 to 5 and everything on Monday through Friday. But we obviously have kind of our emails and checking our phones and everything constantly. So we're happy to field any questions that anyone has, even if it's specific in terms of, where to go for certain job resources or how to research, working in healthcare, working in engineering, different things like that. We'd be happy to sort of provide that service too. So so thank you very much for listening. Any questions, feel free to let me know.
Thank you so much, Brendan. Appreciate all that you do. Our next presenter today is Amazon. We have LeVar Robinson, who'll be presenting.
Hey, good morning, everyone. First and foremost, safety is number one at Amazon. You able to hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
so these are all the safety protocols that we instill at all our sites. So, 6 feet, temperature checks, masks are provided, gloves. Yeah, and clean, disinfect pretty much throughout the day, and also disinfect our work areas pretty much constantly throughout the day. All right, next slide. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about our hiring process. So you'll use our vanity URL link that I'm going to provide in the chat later. You'll select the job and the shift, and then you'll attend one of our new hiring events, which is basically you'll bring your IDs, then we'll take a badge photo, initiate your contingencies, then you'll walk out with an offer letter. Now, once you pass those contingencies and you'll be scheduled to start, you'll get a new hire orientation, which is a series of training videos that you'll complete home and must be completed before your day one, and then you'll show up to your day one. Next slide. Then these are some of the benefits that Amazon has to offer, medical coverage for full-time and part-time. Part-time employees will get medical coverage after 90 days, 401k investment, time off options, and employee assistant programs with a whole host of career development and personal development. Then we want to again talk about what would you need to get hired at Amazon. So you need to be at least 18 and high school diploma, and again pass the contingencies, which is the background check and drug test. And again, I'll drop some information in the chat as far as the vanity URL that you'll need to use to apply for Amazon.
Thank you so much for that presentation, LeVar. Our next presenter is Interim Healthcare. Jackie Ferguson is with us today.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Happy New Year to you, Jackie.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having me back. I really appreciate it. So my name is Jackie Ferguson. I am the staffing manager here with Interim Healthcare. We are a home healthcare company, but there are two sides of our business. On one side, we focus on, on one side, we focus on home health, where our clients are in their homes. And on the other side of the business, we have staffing contracts. To give you an example, we currently are hiring or have hired a few nurses, LPNs, CNAs, and registered nurses to conduct COVID testing at a few school districts. We are now also hiring paraprofessionals and again, nurses in all of these different types of facilities. So school districts, assisted living facilities, we're doing vaccination clinics. That's pretty much done at this time because flu vaccines are pretty much completed. So again, two sides of the business. Home care, where we're hiring for home health aides and certified nursing assistants. And this is really a job for someone who cares about the elderly that are in their homes, especially during this time with COVID on the rise. We're really looking for people who are nurturing individuals, natural caregivers. And that doesn't always necessarily mean that you have an extensive background or certifications in caregiving. It could literally mean you have experience with taking care of your elders in your family. So I strongly urge anyone who's interested in providing home care, if you don't have the certifications to staff on the staffing side of the business, to just give me a call. I really take every conversation seriously, and I make sure that we really understand your skill set. We have clients in their homes that need help with cooking, cleaning, meal prep, grooming, showering. So there's a slew of things that our clients need. They have all different types of hours. Some might need help getting to the doctor's appointments, things of that nature. So again, this is something I urge for any nurturing individual who is just a natural caretaker interested in getting paid to do this work. A lot of us do this already for our families, and this is an opportunity to do it and get paid to do it. We pay every week. We have a tiered pay schedule for home health aides. So there's 3 different pay rates that you can get paid based on the level of the case and the client. And we are not one of those fly-by-night agencies. We have over 300 offices throughout the United States. Interim's been around for more than 50 years. And we have applicants that call us that have relocated from Florida or New York and say, Jackie, I used to work with Interim there. I want to stay with Interim. And we get that process started, get them onboarded. So you do have a sense of longevity with Interim Healthcare. So again, If you have any questions, if you want to just talk through, Jackie, here are some of the things that I've done in the past. Do you think these skills are skills that we could use for any of your clients? I welcome those conversations, and all of my contact information is there. I'm available Monday through Friday, 24/7 via email, and I will reach out to everyone I possibly can. And thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jackie. Good to see you always. Our next presenter is Marshals. We have David Smith, who will be presenting today.
Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year to you. My name is David Smith, and I'm representing Marshals Distribution Center. So who we are, we are TJX Companies, Inc. And at our Marshals Distribution Center, you will not only enjoy the security of working for a stable and profitable industry leader, but you'll also enjoy the amazing company culture, and that's just the beginning. So what I'm going to be talking about is our building as well as our general warehouse associates that we will be hiring starting in the end of March. The hiring for the general associates will run from March till about November. But we also have some other home office positions too that I'm going to mention as well. So our building, we opened in July 2nd of 2001, and we just celebrated our 20-year anniversary. We are a 1.5 million square feet climate controlled building with over 1,800 warehouse associates and 210 home office associates. We are awarded the safest DC 8 years consecutively. And we're located up in the greater Northeast, right off of the boulevard on Red Lion Road. Next slide, please. All right, so for our COVID safety, we do have patio entrances as well as our front door entrance with thermal imaging. We have over 30 hand sanitizing stations throughout the DC. We've set up extra lunch areas throughout the DC as well as in our cafeteria. And we have cleaners for time clocks, workstations, and also for the cafeteria and eating stations. We have the built-in clean work areas, one-way arrows for social distancing, as well as social distancing monitors, and masks are worn throughout our DC at all times. So what is in it for you? We have competitive wages, incentive pay for eligible associates. We have a culture that prioritizes health and safety, clean and climate controlled workspace, career advancement and promotion opportunities, paid vacation and sick time. Our benefits include medical, dental, and vision insurance, as well as 401k and a 401k match and associate discount. Next slide. Okay, so this is talking about our general warehouse associate position. So for the general warehouse associates, you will be able to sort merchandise. We have counting. We have matching merchandise by color, sorting, and then we have ticketing as well. We also have, from the beginning of our distribution center, we have our receiving. It goes all the way through to our packaging and then up to our shipping as well. There is manual lifting. We ask that everybody can lift up to 50 pounds and also able to stand on their feet for 10 to 12 hours per day. Next slide. So we have 3 shifts. We have our A shift, which is Monday through Thursday from 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. We also have our B shift, which we call our weekend shift. It's Friday through Sunday. It's from 6:45 a.m. to 7:15 p.m. Now, with this shift, it's only 36 hours scheduled. However, you will be paid the full 40. We also have our night shift, which is our C shift. It's Monday through Thursday from 6 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. And that does include a shift differential of $1.25. So our base pay for the general warehouse associates is $15 per hour with 25-cent increase after 30 days and incentives eligible up to $1.05 per hour. And requirements, like we had said, 18 years or older, able to lift up to 50 pounds and ability to stand on your feet for 10 to 12 hours per day, as well as being able to do a repetitive motion throughout your shift. All right, next slide. So this is where you can find us here. You go to jobs.tjx.com. Our keyword search can be Marshals Distribution Center, and our location is Philadelphia. And if you have any questions, my number is listed there. I will also put my contact email in the chat as well. And just a couple of those shifts that I wanted to mention that we also have positions open for. So we do have a skilled tech mechanic that we are looking for as well. That person will work directly with our mechanics department. And we would want someone who is qualified in electrical work, plumbing as well, anyone who's worked with experience with working with large machinery. And then we also have our outboard transportation coordinator that we're looking for. That would be somebody who would work directly with our transportation and home office. So we want someone knowledgeable with Excel, as well as excellent communication skills, and having shipping and receiving experience would be recommended too. Merchandise controller, we call those our MCs, and they are our liaison that kind of goes through the operations of the product production and oversees the product production and is our contact between home office and the distribution center. Loss prevention, our LP, we're looking to fill that as well. They protect the company and all our assets, including people and property. And we're looking for someone who has 2 years of relevant work experience with loss prevention or a bachelor's degree in the relevant major. The last one I have here for you is the temporary expense coordinator. We're looking for somebody who has any finance history and would be interested in working with our finance department. You'd maintain supplies. You'd also enter receipts, conduct weekly, monthly, and quarterly inventory counts. So yes, if you're interested in any of these positions that I've listed, feel free to check us out at jobs.tjx.com. And my name is David. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, David. Our next presenter is the City of Philadelphia Human Resources Office. We have Michael McCool.
Hi, hello everybody. Happy New Year. I am speaking to you about the City of Philadelphia. As you know, we are here in the city, one of the largest employers in southeastern Pennsylvania. If you actually, can you go back one screen real quick? If you see the bottom there, you see the name of Lisa Pace, who's a senior human resources professional. She's a new analyst. Well, she's been an analyst with us. Now she's accepting a new position where she is pivoting to a role of recruiting, and she's going to be doing a lot more recruiting and going to recruiting events. So that's going to be Lisa Pace. If you go to the next slide, please. If you don't already know, with the City of Philadelphia, we have jobs opening every other Monday, basically. I'm going to present here some of the available positions that are either open now or opening 110. Actually, I think these are all opening next Monday. So we have information technology trainee. That'll be opening on Monday with a salary of $44,000 to $57,000 is the range. That requires a computer science degree or information technology degree for that trainee position. Service representative bilingual is going to be an opportunity for service representative, Spanish speaking and English speaking. That's going to be opening up Monday as well. We have 2 management trainee positions opening, one for personnel, one for operations and analysis. Both require college degrees in the field. For the personnel position, you can have a SHRM certificate or PHR certificate or a similar type certificate in personnel. Operations and analysis is a little wider open. You can have a finance degree or things of that nature and join the operations kind of staff in an analysis type position. Over to the engineering positions, we have 2 civil and graduate engineer positions opening on Monday. One is civil, one is environmental. The difference in those 2 positions is that you need an engineering degree in that specialty. So we have a lot of engineers. For the civil engineer, you would need a civil engineering degree, and environmental engineer, you need the environmental engineering degree. Okay. Last one we have open is the registered dietitian. And for that, you would need the PA registered dietitian certificate. Once again, that opens up on Monday, the 10th as well. Okay, all right, so for here we have a couple of our links. Our main website, philo.gov jobs. I have that there, you can click on that. One thing we added on this slide here is our customer service email address. That's hrhelpdesk@philo.gov. We find that we have a lot of people that have problems with their accounts. So if you already have an account and sort of forgot your password and try to set up a new account, it's going to kick you out. So you're going to have to go to this address here, hrhelpdesk@phil.gov, to get that resolved. So if anybody's having problems with their accounts with the city, that's where you go to get that resolved. I also put Lisa's email address in here. That's lisa.pace@phil.gov. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up for us today.
Thank you so much, Michael. Our next presenter is Tiffany Peacock from the Pennsylvania Career Link.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for having me, G. Lamar, the District Attorney's Office, Adriana, for her amazing assistance with everything. Thanks to all the participants prior to me. So very quickly, what we do at the Career Link for job seekers is we're going to assist you in building resumes, interview prep, access to hundreds of jobs. We are happy to say that we partner with lots of folks that are going to be presenting after us, and the folks before us, such as Lowe's and Marshalls. We invite interviewers and recruitment events at all of our sites. That 833 number that you see off to the right of the screen, the 1-833-750-JOBS, is a number that anyone can call that needs assistance in finding a job, trying to figure out how to circumvent our resources, especially since we are kind of half virtual, half in person. So please call that number for any of our 4 locations that you need. Currently, they're recruiting for tons of things, specifically warehouse, hospitality, early education, manufacturing, and healthcare. Next slide, please. As a reentry connector here, what we do is we specifically target those needs for our clients that are criminal justice affected in any way, shape, or form. We have myself and Winter Jones. We do one-on-one individualized career training or career coaching. We want to make sure that our folks are absolutely able and ready to be present in the workforce. We don't want to damage any connections that we may have with employers, but more importantly, we want to make sure that our clients are empowered when they go out into the community, so they don't feel like they're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. We also connect to second chance employers. We've built some great relationships with tons of employers in the city. Our services are not only employment based. We do referrals for mental health, housing, peer mentorship. We do have monthly recurring reentry workshops. Those are all done virtually right now. So you can log on to the CareerLink website if you need to register for those. If you have any assistance, or if you need any assistance or have any kind of questions for how to work through our system, please do just give us a call. We're absolutely here for you, to help you. We want to make sure that we have our clients that are going to be getting into long-term career paths and not just kind of quick jobs here just to kind of tie themselves over. And then most importantly, we also work on those knowledge barriers, those obstacles, and those background areas as far as laws. So ban the box. We work closely with the Department of Human Relations on filing claims if folks feel like they have unjustly been targeted as far as not receiving a specific type of employment. The next slide, please. That wraps us up real quick. I do have my colleague Brandon No on the call with me. I'm glad that he's here. You see my information, Winter's information. A little bit has changed. So if you've seen us here on the calls over the past few months or so, you would see Chris Gibbs. Our new lead is Evelyn Gomez, and her information is attached here. We appreciate you all always having us. Please reach out to myself, Winter, or Evelyn, any employers that may be on the line that have any questions or concerns for how we can better serve the citizens of Philadelphia. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Our next presenter is Beverage Distribution Center. We have Angelina on today. You'll need to unmute yourself. There you go.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us. So I represent Canada Dry Pepsi, the Beverage Distribution Center. However, today we're looking specifically for Canada Dry applicants. In the Philadelphia area, we are in desperate need of merchandisers. What that is basically you can contribute to the area's sales objectives by merchandising, which is unpacking, stocking, managing displays, and servicing the accounts as assigned. So have you ever been in a supermarket and you saw maybe the sodas in the form of a tree, or around Halloween, a pumpkin? That's what you would be doing, as well as keeping the store stocked and as nice as possible for our customers. That position does require a valid driver's license, as well as an insurance policy that has your name on it. That position is led by my colleague Rosebell, and I will put her information in the chat box before I leave for today. The positions I'm looking for specifically are drivers, which are CDL and non-CDL. The CDL requires you to have your CDLA certification, preferably with an air brake, but if you don't have that, we can work with that. Now, our non-CDL drivers, you do need to have a valid driver's license as well as car insurance, because you do, I'm sorry, not car insurance for that one. But you do need to have a valid license. We do expect that you get your CDLA certification within a year of being with us. We do have a program with the company where after 6 months, if you do well with us, we will pay for you to train as well as take the test for your CDLA. With that being said, if you do get your CDL, you do sign a contract that you'll work with us for 2 years after that. But that's definitely a skill that's wonderful to have, and it is a pricey course. So I would recommend, if you're interested in your CDL, it's somewhere to get your foot in the door. Lastly, we're looking for warehouse associates. Now, our warehouse is located in Pennsauken, New Jersey. It's not very far from Philadelphia. I personally live in Philly. It's about a 15-minute drive from where I live in South Philly. It's right over the Betsy Ross Bridge, if that helps. And what that is you're performing a variety of different tasks within the warehouse environment, including picking and lifting the required cases of products and loading them onto pallets. Now, all of the positions above do require that you continuously lift at least 50 pounds. The warehouse associates they are monitored. There is a certain amount of cases and things they're supposed to do per hour. And it's used by a picker system. And what that is, it's a headset, and you get codes that are on our ceilings and you pick from those places. You are fully trained on all of these positions, even if you've been a merchandiser for 20 years at a different company. We still would train you on our way. We're very much so like a family here, even though we have different entities and different companies with us, we do all support each other. Next slide, please. So some of the benefit programs we offer are comprehensive health and welfare packages at cost-effective rates. We are also a union shop. All of the positions I mentioned are union. We work with Local 830 as well as Local 32. We offer medical, dental, RX, vision, 401k, life insurance, and disability and insurance. Like I said, we do have the driver training program, and we also have some discount programs all throughout our facility. There are discounted beverage machines, things like that. We also have a program where you can get up to 3 cases per week at a very discounted rate, which you would see if you were brought on board. We produce here as well. We do need a couple production operators, but that does require at least 3 years of production experience. Next slide, please. So all of our job opportunities for Canada Dry can be viewed at that website there. And that address below is where we're based out of. Now, I know this is a Philadelphia job fair. As a merchandiser, you do not have to come over to Pennsauken every single day. You come in for your interview, you come in for some testing, then after that, you're on your route, which is most likely going to be in the Philadelphia area. We do service a little bit outside of Philadelphia, like Wyncote, Cheltenham, things like that, but based out of, we really need people in the Philadelphia area right now. Next slide, please. And lastly is we have a QR code. Feel free to scan that with your phone. It'll bring you directly to our website where all of our opportunities are, such as sales, mechanics, loss prevention, maintenance, accounting, all kinds of things. We also need warehouse supervisors. If any of you know people in the Delaware area or the Atlantic City area that are looking for positions, we also hire for those locations. So feel free to send them our information. We are always looking for applicants, always looking for talent and good people to bring on board. That's it for me. That's the end of my slide. I'm going to put my contact information as well as my colleague Rosebell's contact information in the chat box. Thank you, everyone, the District Attorney's Office, G. Lamar, for having me. It's always a pleasure. We look forward to coming and joining your job fairs again. Hopefully, the world opens back up soon and we'll be able to meet in face-to-face. Thank you.
Absolutely. Quick question, Angelina. There was a question that came up by Imani, who's an attendee today. She said, can a person get hired if they don't have a driver's license, specifically for the warehouse associate position?
For the warehouse associate position, yes, you can still get hired without a driver's license.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Our next presenter today is Northern Children's Services. We have Connect. I think I'm saying that correct. All right, we'll continue on to Kelly Services, Veronica.
All right, yes, how are you guys today? My name is Veronica Borda and I am a recruiter for Kelly Education. Let me try to get my video up. Next slide. We are an educational staffing company, so we hire substitute teachers for all of the School District of Philadelphia public schools. These are some of our facts. We've been around for about 20 years. We have 100% success improving substitute placement places in all of our districts. And we have about more than 61,000 now, but that was the average before, but active substitutes in our pool. Next slide, please. We are hiring all roles, including substitute teachers, paraprofessionals, food service workers, secretaries, climate staff, school nurses, and counselors. What varies is the requirements. So to be a substitute teacher in the city of Philadelphia, the requirement is just a bachelor's degree. Next is that paraprofessional role. It's also known as a classroom assistant or teacher's aide. The requirement for that is an associate's degree or 60 college credits, or there is an exam that you can take if you were interested and did not have either of those. For both food services and climate staff and secretary, both of those do need a high school diploma. School nurse, you do need a nurse certification, and counselor certification as well. Next slide, please. The pay rates for them, these are some job descriptions, but we'll go to the pay rates more importantly. The pay rate for our uncertified teachers who are substituting with us are $176.76 per day. If you do have a teaching certificate, that rate is $210.10 per day. And if you are a school district retiree, that rate is that $274.06 per day. If you were interested and had the schedule for it, our long-term and building substitute roles are both $250 a day for those assignments. And those you do not need a teaching certificate as well, just so you know. And then for our clerical workers, food service, and climate staff, those rates are $15 an hour. So let's see, the next steps, basically, if you are interested in working with us, you can actually skip that, and I apologize, I did not put my information on there, so I will put it in the chat so that you can contact me if you are interested. Like I said, I'm a recruiter, so I'll give you my email address, and there's actually a link if you want. You can click that link and just pick a time and date that works best for you to do an interview with me, and we can get you started. The slide on the left is the onboarding process that you'll be going through once you do interview with me. That's what you'll be going into next. And you also, of course, call that number and email that email address on the right. But like I said, I do want to give you my direct contact information so that you can just speak to me directly if you have any more questions. Thank you so much. That's all I have for you guys today.
Thank you, Veronica. Our next presenter is Urban Affairs Coalition. I believe we have both Ivory as well as Jeremiah Cousins.
Yes. Happy New Year, everyone. And I hope they bring great things this year. Thank you, Gila, Mark, and Adriana for welcoming us back again. Again, my name is Ivory Scott. I am the Human Resource Coordinator at the Urban Affairs Coalition. UAC is a nonprofit organization that unites businesses, government, neighborhoods, and individual initiatives to improve the quality of life in Greater Philadelphia region, to build wealth in the urban communities, and to solve emerging issues. UAC is a provider of professional and supportive services to enhance organization operations to its 80+ program partners, and we are still adding more today, so they can focus on their mission and delivery in their bold new initiatives. So we just onboarded North 5th Street, which is a program, and NAMI, which is a new program as well. So with that being said, we have many job opportunities at the Urban Affairs Coalition and our program partners. Our positions range from residential aides, safety liaisons, administrative assistants, CCIP advocates, case managers, director of accounting, as well as project leaders. So the job opportunities I have for you on the screen today are our most highest jobs that we're recruiting for right now, which is senior accountants who will be working at the Urban Affairs Coalition, staff accountants who would be assisting our new program and project, the Community Expansion Grant Project, reunification support coach at ARC, which is also the Achieving Reunification Center. We also are hiring drivers, security guards, and residential aides at SELF, part-time and full-time, and they're also hiring for their winter initiative program currently, which ends in March 2021. So if you're looking for something that's really quickly, they have that, and they also have year-round positions. Okay. And then we also have the director position for our community and economic development program at UAC. So we have full-time, like I said, part-time and seasonal positions. Our summer youth employment program, seasonal program, is vamping up and is currently looking for a program manager. And more positions for their program will be opening in the spring and summer. So as we continue these virtual fairs, I'll be able to give you guys more information on that. And just to be mindful, effective November 15th, 2021, the Urban Affairs Coalition requires all employees to be fully vaccinated. And we do have a vaccination accommodation request if needed, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Next slide. So if you are interested about any of our positions at the UAC and our program partners, I just got a little message from Don, who works with PAN. So yeah, we are all on here today trying to get you guys to come on board here and, you know, work for the greater good of Philadelphia. So you can reach me at iscott@uac.org. And please, please, please visit our website at www.uac.org/job opportunities. Thank you again for your time, and I will see you guys next time.
Thank you so much, Ivory. And FYI, Don Jones is now an employee at the DA's office. And so I had enough wisdom to pull him out of PAN to bring him over to the DA's office. So thank you so much for all you do. Andriana, if we can go back up to Northern Children's Services, Connect is on, and your slides, Connect, are up. Connect, you may be muted. Okay. All right. Well, we will continue on, and our next presenter is Clarify. Karen, glad to have you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, G. Lamar, and thank you for having us. Happy New Year to everyone, and it's great to be back again. So I'm Karen Hassett. I'm with Clarify, and we're a financial counseling agency in the Philadelphia area. Our mission is to create hope by helping individuals identify and secure their most important assets in their lives. So next slide, please. So we basically are helping people get through that financial fog, and we do that. We've been in business for over 53 years. We do it through one-on-one counseling. We are fee-free, and right now all of our counseling is remote. Next slide, please. Great. So here are some of the things that the services that we do in our counseling session. The entry service would be the entry counseling session. It's going to be our financial health session. And this is usually our starting point. This is where our counselors will go over credit scores, credit report, spending, income. We're going to talk to you about your financial goals, like paying down debt, maybe improving your credit score, getting ready to buy a house, even starting a rainy day fund. If you are a re-entering citizen, how are you going to manage the debt that's associated with that, or just getting housing, just finding your way in the banking system as well. We're also going to provide resources that are available to you, and we're going to set up an action plan. It's going to be something that's in writing with steps on how to achieve your goals. And then typically what we'll do is we'll set up a follow-up maybe 6 weeks later to see how you're doing. Is there anything that we can do to help you? And again, this is fee-free. So we have been in this area for over 53 years. So if you want to get a hold of us, next slide, please. That's it. Just call our 1-800 number that you see on the screen, or reach out to us via our website at clarify.org. So hope to talk to you. And again, we're here if you have a financial need or financial question, or you just want to get your finances back on track. It's a great time, January, to start that. Start fresh for the new year for sure. Again, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you, Karen. Our next presenter today is Brightside Academy. Troy Sanders will be presenting.
Hello, thank you all for having us. Happy New Year to everyone as well. You can go to the next slide. So this is just basic benefits that we offer. We actually went up to new benefit plans within this year. We're trying out these new benefits, hopefully to help everyone to get better benefits than what we had last year. We offer medical plans, dental, free short-term disability. Our new paid days off is now PTO, childcare discounts for any employee that gets employed through us. We have credit union partnerships. We also have a new thing for any drivers. We have parking passes along with transit passes for anyone that catches public transportation that's also with us. And we also, for anyone that starts out with a high school diploma only, we offer the CDA certificate training program, and we are affiliated with a lot of different colleges. You can go to the next slide. So to submit an application, we have our own website. You just go to brightsideacademy.com/careers. At the bottom of the page, you'll see the apply now button. Click that and then select apply. And then you'll just complete the application. It's only 3 to 5 minutes to complete it. And the application process has changed dramatically. Usually some people say it's a long process. We have new people that shorten the process. So it should only take a day, or not even a day, 24 hours for us to get back to you. We also are now doing sign-on bonuses for any position that applies. We're hiring for assistant teachers, lead teachers, academy directors, assistant directors, and also HR talent coordinator positions. You can go to the next slide. Our points of contact is myself. That's my number as well. I'm the engagement and retention liaison and coordinator. And then my colleague, Brandon Collins, who is the talent acquisition manager. You can reach both of us on our cell phones or either via email. It's employment@brightsideacademy.com. That's it for me. Thank you all again for having us, and happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Troy, for being here today. Our next presenter is Home Care Associates. We have Terrell and Janie Dixon.
Happy New Year, everyone. Hi, G. Lamar. Thanks for having me back. I always enjoy talking to everyone about Home Care Associates and listening to the great opportunities you guys put together for everyone as well. So thank you. You can go to the next slide. Home Care Associates is a home health aid agency. Again, my name is Terrell Cannon. I am one of the training coordinators for Home Care Associates, along with my colleague, Jamie Dixon, who's listening in on the line. Home Care Associates is a worker-owned home care company, meaning we're a co-op. So we're a little ahead of the times and a little different. In our organization, as home care workers, you have the opportunity to have life-sustaining employment and financial stability. All of our workers are owners of the company, and after 3 months of your employment, you have the opportunity to become a worker owner as well. Worker owners in our organization manage the meetings, facilitate the trainings, sharing the profits. When the company is profitable, there's also growth opportunities after 3 months of employment. All of our employees, again, because we're a co-op, are offered additional training support, ongoing training support if you want to build from being a direct care worker, to maybe a specialty aid in behavioral health or hospice. We train you for those as well. Our offices are open from 9 to 5, but our services for our employees and consumers are 24 hours. We have rewards and recognitions for all our employees. And, as COVID proved, we must maintain our own safety. So with our employees, we provide all of our employees with their PPEs, gloves, hand sanitizer, masks, and so forth. Next slide. Our direct care workers, again, we're looking for people who are caring and compassionate, that's looking to start, their career in the home care industry. And starting out as a direct care worker, you'll assist consumers that may need help with like housekeeping, help with just getting around and medications, grooming, running errands, just basic activities of daily living. Again, in our organization, you can build from that as you grow and become a worker owner, committee member, or even an enhanced or specialized aid. Next slide. In our organization, there are lots of benefits, just to name a few. The training for all of our employees are free, worker ownership, the wages are higher, flexible schedules, paid time off, holidays, and overtime. There's also a discounted SEPTA key card, so you do not have to have your own vehicle. Health, life insurance, including vision, dental, and dismemberment, long-term, short-term, there's lots of benefits, rewards and recognitions, opportunities for growth. Again, Home Care Associates is, one of the agencies or co-ops in Philadelphia that puts all of this support back into the worker. Our process is easy. All you have to do is contact us, contact Ms. Janie Dixon. You can reach her at 267-238-3211. It says 15 here, but that's my extension. You can reach me as well. You can reach Janie on her email, and you can also schedule a virtual meeting with Janie through our website at hcapa.com. Again, thank you, G. Lamar, for having me. I look forward to next time, and Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you so much, Terrell. Always glad to see you. Our next presenter is Pierce College. We have Karen and Renee on today.
Great, thank you. So I'm going to be on. My name is Karen. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions, and thank you so much. Next. So I'm here to provide you some general information about what we're about. I know a lot of our students right now are currently, not working, and what we can do to help our students become more marketable. So this is just a quick glimpse of what Pierce is about, offering 156 years of education, of offering online degree programs, strong relationship with our employer. We are an accredited institution, of course, by the Middle State, and we are considered to be a nonprofit institution providing students with financial assistance in the form of scholarships. Next, please. So these are just some ways that our students can help best maximize their credits. We are, known for military friendly. We do accept credit for work experience, so any experience that you may have through your employer, any job training that can translate to college credits. And then we also have different corporate partnerships through a lot of our companies, of course, being one of them, our City of Philadelphia. And we have over, I'm going to say 60 plus corporate partnership that we have these partnership with tuition reimbursement as well. And students can take advantage of other transfer policy through alternative credit providers such as study.com and Sophia. Next, please. Thank you for summing up the programs together. Yes, so these are all the programs that we have. We have a bachelor's degree in business, healthcare, IT, legal studies, liberal arts. And then we have our associate's degree again in business, general studies, health, information technology, and legal studies. And then a few other certificate programs, as you can see. So just to give you a quick overview, the programs and certifications that we offer are considered to be stackable degrees. So if a student for any reason decide to transition first, just to kind of get your feet into any employment opportunities, I'm going to use one, for example, say medical coding. These courses can transfer and translate into, your next steps, which is your associate's degree in health information technology, as well as a bachelor's degree. So these certification courses that you do complete are considered to be stackable. Next, please. So these are just some great support services that we help our students with. So as a new student to Pierce, we do have a dedicated financial aid specialist who will assist you with one-on-one about financings, what are some options about scholarship opportunities, United Way grant that we offer. And one of the scholarships that we currently offer for this upcoming session is called Believe in Better. which is the maximum up to $5,000. While you're working towards your degree program, we do encourage you to connect with our career and professional development. So I know a lot of our folks are looking for that employment opportunity for you to transition back to the workforce. So we do recommend our students to connect with the counselor, set up a one-on-one appointment. We'll go through resume writing, job interview, mock interview as well. And we use a service called Handshake, which allow our students to post their resume onto the system, and the employers can see what are some of the students are looking for these job outlooks for. And with our with our Walker Center, we not only just provide you with that tutoring services that you need to be academically, supportive through academic counseling, smart thinking, which is our online tutoring services, as well as additional workshops and events. Next, please. So what can we do to help our students? Again, as I mentioned, we have corporate partnership with over 60 plus companies. For our undergrad, it's considered to be 20% tuition reduction. Our graduate is 19% tuition reduction. And these corporate discount is applicable to yourself, spouse, dependents, and domestic partners. Next, please. And what is the requirements to get started? So it's pretty simple. It's just completing an application. If you have any prior transfer credits, feel free to submit those on. If not, we'll accept your GED or a high school diploma. An assessment may be needed for our new students. So that is an internal exam that we use through Accuplacer, applying for financial aid. And of course, if you do apply, your application fee is waived. So this is the link for our admissions team, as well as the contact number. There is another program that we have that's not part of this slide. It's called the Career Bridge program. So these are programs that offer certificate degrees, and they are I call it a free ride for all of our students within the Philadelphia area. So I'll be happy to provide that link information as well. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Next slide. And this is just a general contact information for myself if you need to reach out. I'm super excited to be here, and thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Our next presenter, I'm gonna try to get this name right, but is Live Casino and Hotel. Benet?
BND.
BND. All right. Glad to have you on.
No problem. Thanks for having us. Next slide. Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is BND Edmay. I'm a talent acquisition specialist here at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. So we are a new casino here in South Philly, and we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary here next month. We're constantly growing here as we continue to build on our foundation, and therefore we have plenty of career opportunities here at Live. We're a culture here that we value teamwork, customer service, energy, and fun. So if you truly enjoy working in a fast-paced environment, this is definitely a place for you. So one thing about Live is you can start here and go anywhere. We love to promote within. We've had over 70 internal promotions since we've opened. So wherever you start doesn't necessarily have to be where you finish. And as you can see here, here are some of our latest job opportunities, including night auditor, drop and count clerk, cocktail server, director of HR. Not listed also is opportunities in our security and hotel department. We do have 3 shifts available: day, swing, and gray shift, and also full and part-time opportunities. So for new hires, there's no guarantees that you will get like maybe the shift that you want right away, but we do have kind of like a tiered system so that over time you may be able to kind of get the shift that you're looking for. Some of our positions require a degree, while most others require a high school diploma or a GED equivalent. So as far as our benefits, we do offer, full medical benefits to both full-time and part-time team members, life insurance, 401k matching, tuition reimbursement, discounted meals at our outlets, and much more. And as the last slide showed, there's definitely plenty of roles, including, like I mentioned before, plenty of new opportunities in security. So as far as this slide, so how to apply, you visit our career site, and there you can kind of get access to all of our opportunities by visiting workatlivephilly.com. From there, you can browse all of our opportunities, learn more about our benefits, and apply to multiple positions. And also when asked how you heard about us, just make sure you enter kind of like the one-stop job fair, just so we know, we can track it. And as of December 4th, in accordance with the mandate, all new hires must be fully vaccinated to work at Live. That also goes for candidates who may be interviewing on property as well. But we do grant exceptions for, medical and, religious reasons. Another part of our hiring process is that we do have roles that are a licensed position, and our licensing team, will help you kind of get through that process, once you're hired. But for more information on the licensing process and kind of what that entails, you can always reach out to us. But just as far as just like applying, the application process, it's pretty simple. Like I mentioned before, you can apply for multiple positions. You don't necessarily need a resume. You're able to kind of enter in your job experience right on our site. But if you are applying with a resume, we do encourage everyone to, apply with an updated resume. And you also can apply on Indeed as well. Next slide, please. So lastly, the talent team is, typically here Monday through Friday in the office between 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. We can help you, submit applications, answer any questions, provide some more insight on the hiring process. So just feel free to reach out to us via email at livetalent@livech.com. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So once again, thank you to the DA office, Angie Lamar and Adriana, for having us.
Thank you so much for being here today. Our next presenter is the Academy of Industrial Arts, Harold Deloach.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, so my name's Harry Deloach. I'm the Director of Education for the Academy of Industrial Arts. It is an electrician training program that is powered by necprepclass.com. I work with over 100 electricians that are field experienced, that are working to get licensed in the city of Philadelphia, Allentown, Bethlehem, the state of Delaware, all the way up to Scranton, PA. And after having hundreds of conversations with these aspiring contractors and business owners, they are all looking for electrical apprentices. So I developed the TEA School to bring more electricians into the industry. Next slide, please. So a few things about the TEA School. One, it's part-time. We meet one night a week, typically Monday nights, 6 to 9 p.m. The program is hybrid. So that means you learn lecture and theory on Zoom, but when it comes to the hands-on performance part, we're actually in the field working on class projects on active working job sites. So it's semester-based. So this is actually a program where you can learn to be an electrician one semester at a time in 10-week intervals. And this is performance-based. And it's performance-based because we are working on behalf of over 100 contractors and companies that are looking for new electrical apprentices, and they are gauging you on what you are actually bringing to the job site. So they want people that are actively learning the craft and the skill, and people that have drive and motivation. So we are partnered with supply houses that are actively seeking counterpersons, people to work in their distribution centers. So you can actually become an electrician, or you could learn how to work in the electrical industry on a broad scope. The TEA School is also featured in the largest electrical construction trade journal. It's called EC&M Magazine. That stands for Electrical Construction and Maintenance. If you're ever interested in knowing anything more about the program or my experiences working with students at the TEA School, you can go to that website, check out the magazine. I publish about 2 articles a month in that magazine, and I write about my experience training apprentices. As you can see, last year we were nominated as one of the best adult education programs in the city. Next slide, sir. Cool. So we are also program providers for the district attorney's office. We work with the juvenile diversion division. So one, Mr. Stewart, thank you for inviting me along with Adriana. I appreciate, being a part of your initiative to employ people and train them and get them back to work. We're a program provider for the Free Library of Philadelphia, Big Picture Philadelphia, the Court of Common Pleas, and various charter schools throughout the city of Philadelphia. And Big Picture Philadelphia actually awarded me an award for their mentorship program as the most valuable instructor and program provider. Next slide, sir. Cool. So when you start out at the TAEA school, it's semester based. So initially what you're learning how to do is to become an electrician. So what we go over the first 10 weeks are all of the things that you need to know to become an electrician. So the first 2 weeks are introduction to the electrical trades. We go over the different types of electricians: residential, commercial, industrial, linemen. We talk about wages, salaries, roles, opportunities, so our prospective students can start making an educated career choice. We also go over electrical theory, electrical safety. So the first semester is basically designed to inform you on everything it's going to take to transition into this industry. And you move along progressively, one semester at a time, and you learn the trade at a pace that works for you. All classes are during the evening. Typically, you start out on a Monday. As you transition to a second or third semester, you move to Thursday nights. Lecture and delivery is on Zoom, but when we're actually working on hands-on performance tasks or projects, we are working with our partners who have active working job sites all across the city. So it could be residential, it could be commercial. They give me and my students access to visit them, to provide support for them. So it basically gives you experience and exposure so you feel a little more confident as you transition into the workforce. Do we have another slide? Cool. So my name's Harry Deloach. I can be reached directly at the number on the screen. That's my email, info@taeaschool.com. We have a website. It's www.taea-school.com. Maybe you'll see us out in the streets, helping out some residential homeowners or working at a skating rink. If you know anybody that's interested in bolstering the number of electricians coming into the industry, feel free to reach out. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. And I see you also doing some good work with Philly, Kendra Vanderwater and her team. Some great folks over there.
They are doing an amazing job over there.
Absolutely. Our next presenter today is first student. We have Sandy who will be presenting. First student.
G. Lamar, thanks so much. Thanks to you and Adriana for having us once again. It's the highlight of my month when I can get together with you guys for these events. As he said, G. Lamar, I'm Sandy Penner, and I'm the regional coordinator for First Student, and we are immediately hiring school bus drivers at our 2 Philadelphia depots. Now, on this slide, you'll see I mentioned immediately that we're offering a $3,000 sign-on bonus for all new drivers in the Philadelphia area. Keep that in your pocket because I'm going to explain how that gets paid out in a second. And there's my email address. I'm your point person from A to Z for all of this, sandy.penner@firstgroup.com. We have a team of interviewers who actually do our interviews at our Philadelphia depot, but I'd be your point person from start to finish to get you in and get you done. Next slide, please. So we are the leading school bus transportation company in the world. I'm not just saying that. We have 43,000 school buses in our fleet, 5 million student journeys a day across the country and in Canada, and we're in 39 states and also Canada. As far as Philadelphia goes, we have the contract for the school district of Philadelphia with our 2 depots in Philadelphia, and we do free CDL training. The only qualifications for this job are to be 21 years of age and to have a driver's license. It's not a CDL, just a regular driver's license for at least 3 years. We do all the training for you. We get you licensed at zero cost to you. All exams, licenses, and training is paid for by First Student, and a CDLB is a very, very valuable thing for you to have as you move forward throughout your career, throughout your life. It can never be taken away from you. It is yours. It's not the company's. It is your CDLB that we get for you at no cost to you. Our rates are up to $20 an hour. It's between $19 and $20, plus a 5-hour daily guarantee. This, make no mistake about it, this is a full-time job, really. You're gonna be working about 7 hours a day. But if school lets out early or something like that, and you only work 2 hours, you get paid for 5 hours. And the schedule I mentioned, as far as driving, is no weekends, no nights, no holidays. You don't have to worry about working until midnight, and you don't have to worry about having your weekends interrupted. Quick turnaround time to get you started on the job. You could be behind the wheels those 3 weeks if everything goes all right. In the interview and everything like that, our background check are comprehensive. They're very fast. We don't like to fool around and waste your time. We want to get started as quickly as you can. There are advancement opportunities and total job security. When I say advancement opportunities, we have managers in all of our depots across the country, not only in Philadelphia, but across the country, that started out as drivers and became managers. And it's a rewarding, sustainable career. We have lifers that have been with First Student for 30 years. Allows you to get back to the community, remember what you're doing for the community, and making sure that kids get to school and get to school safely. Next slide. And I put it up there again, my email address, and I'll put this in the chat as well. Workatfirst.com is where you can go for a job application. But I can make a direct link if you email me, and I'll put that in chat as well. And I mentioned the $2,000 sign-on bonus. I wanted to say this again and reiterate. That's paid out right when you start. You get half of that, and after 30 days, you get the other half. You don't wait around. You don't have to call people and say, "Where's my money?" There's a $4,000 sign-on bonus if you have a current CDLB, which is paid out same thing. Half you get when you start, half you get after 30 days. And that's good because a lot of places promise you bonuses and you don't see them for 6 months to a year. We make an investment in you financially, and we hope that that bonus shows that what we're doing for all new drivers, a $3,000 sign-on bonus. Next slide, please. I think it's there. All right. So yeah, these are a few safety things I wanted to mention really quickly, so you don't think you're driving a broken down, burned out school bus like you see in The Walking Dead. These are state-of-the-art vehicles that we have with high definition GPS. You have the speed and location of a bus at any time. There's a child checkmate system that reminds the drivers to look for children that might be sleeping on the bus. You have smaller buses for preschool children and any children with special needs. We have specialized restraint systems. These are really tricked out, these buses, completely. Vehicle safety checks are performed before each route, and we have a strict no idling policy. So we try and do what we can for the environment and reduce the school bus emissions, and we make safety our top priority. It is the biggest part of our mission statement at First Student, to make sure that the students are getting to and from school, but also getting to and from school safe. Next slide, please. And this, in the last slide, is just, this is the QR. If you want to scan that right now, I can have this for you at any time. And my email address there, again, this is the place to get in touch with me, and I'll get you right to the direct link. I'll put it all in the chat. And let's say apply today, interview tomorrow, start training right away. Because if you do apply today, you can interview as early as tomorrow, and we can start training right away. I mentioned background checks. They are comprehensive, but we do them very quickly. We do not want you sitting down and waiting. We want to get you hired. We want to get you behind the wheel. Your route at the same time, or not in any way getting called at midnight saying you got to be in at 4 o'clock. Your route is the same. Your children are the same.
Sandy, we heard most of what you said there. There was some internet or some connection issues, but I think we got most of what you said. We're putting we'll make sure Sandy's contact information is in the chat feature, and so if you want to get in contact with him, feel free to reach out. We appreciate First Student and also for you all participating every month in the One Stop Job and Resource Hub, and we look forward to having you back next month as well. Andrea, if you don't mind, I want to move forward to Philly Truce. Steve Pickens is on today representing Philly Truce. Thank you so much, Steve.
Yes, good afternoon, Gino Martin. Thanks for having me, and same to you, Andriana. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to everyone that's on the call. Philly Truce is a mobile app that's designed to put Philadelphians with knowledge of potentially violent conflicts in contact with trained mediators 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And Aaron Baskerville at Channel 10 actually did an excellent job in explaining how the app works. So Andriana, if you're able to click on the image with Aaron Baskerville, that should be a short video explaining that app that he did an excellent job in producing. Okay, I guess it should have played. I guess it isn't playing. So basically, I'll continue if it isn't playing. So this is the face of the app, the Philly Truce app. What it does is it gives the community members an opportunity to get help that's other than 911 or 311. They can get help from any number of things similar to in nature to if they know of a incident or of some type of impending violence or domestic violence or food insecurity, any number of things that people may need help for, they can actually get help. And then on the second button, and then of course I'll jump over to the second part. You enter a bit of information like your name, a telephone number, just a way so that we can contact you, we get back to you. And then on the other part of that, thank you. The other part of that screen on Become a Mediator, that's also for community members to also volunteer and be the voice of the community in terms of getting a call, which comes in the form of a push notification to your cell phone. And you can actually, after you vet it and go through one of our trainings, you can actually give advice or, on some level, communicate with someone that maybe not able to make the best decision for them or their loved ones or their neighbors or their coworkers or their families. So that's another part. So it's two parts. It's the community asking for help, and it's the community being the help, also along with the other partners such as the job opportunities and all the other neighborhood-based like Philly organizations. We're asking for all the help to come on one platform, which is on the Philly Truce Act, so that way in terms of advertising and accessibility, this is a solution to everyone coming together so we know what each one of us are doing in our communities and each neighborhood, and we can kind of work interchangeably in order to be a solution to those in most need. Next slide, please. Okay, so we've launched the app in May of 2020. We're just coming up on a year. We revamped the app, as it says right here, for a closed loop referral with a third-party services, which is in Unite Us. They're in 44 states across the country. They're new to Philadelphia and in Pennsylvania. So they have a closed loop referral system. So that way we have more resources to provide for people who need help. We added music. So on the app, if you download the app, you're able to listen, or you can even add music if you know young people that, are looking to have another platform in order to have their music heard and potentially go viral. The Philly Truce app does that. You can also put videos. It could be music videos. It could be informational videos. Anything to uplift the community and change the culture to what we consider the truce culture. We are actively involved in on-site mediations in the Philadelphia prisons, which is on State Road, and actively engaged with the high school students throughout the city with our program, which is the Philly Truce Ambassador Program. We do a lunch that is called the Power Up Challenge, and we present a case study to a team of students, about 5 to 10 students, and they come up with their solution to what they think it could be, the gun violence or any other type of issues that's in the news or that's a hot button topic, for lack of better words. We also did provide, and that when we originally started last year in March, mediation training, but we found as though our time would be spent better with actually sending that out also, or if people are requesting it, in order to work on the app. So that way now when you are on the app in the capacity of a volunteer, you will be an intake provider for just the, and then the intake form will be sent to its correct or most appropriate channel. Let me see. Yeah. So we partnered with PAN, which is the Philadelphia Anti-Drug, Anti-Violence Network, for our street level violence and mediation. And then also PCHR, which is the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations, for neighborly disputes, like my music is too loud, or your dog keeps, defecating on my lawn and things like of that nature. We also are proud to say that we, along with other members of a coalition, our Zero Homicides Now campaign. Okay. All right. So just wrapping it up, we would like people to know that the app is available to download on your Google Play Store and App Store, and to come on to get help and to share it, and to also be the help for the community. That's at phillytruce.com or zerohomicidesnow.com. Thank you.
Thank you much, Steve, and appreciate all the work that you continue to do in the city. Our next presenter is Wonder Spring Early Education. Alicia is on today.
Hi, greetings to everybody. My name is Alicia Mathias. I'm the Talent Development Manager for Wonder Spring Early Education. Next slide, please. We are a nonprofit organization providing care to families and children from 6 weeks to 12 years of age in Philadelphia and Montgomery counties. Our programs offer a safe and nurturing environment, qualified staff, and age-appropriate curriculum to encourage learning, development, and growth during the most important years of life. For our staff, we offer generous paid time off, health, dental, 401k, trainings, support with continuing education, increase in pay upon completion of CDA and AA, opportunities for internal programs, promotions, and supportive leadership. Next slide, please. We're currently seeking assistant and lead teachers in all 6 of our programs. We offer a sign-on bonus from $1,500 to $2,000, depending on education, for all of our teachers. We accept anyone with a CDA, AA, BA, master's, or above. And we do ask that you have at least 2 years of paid experience, and this can be babysitting. You can go to Wonderspring, www.wonderspring.org, click on Join Our Team, click Learn More, and apply. You can also contact me, Alicia Mathias, at emathias@wonderspring.org, or you can call. Our website has all of our numbers to each program. We have centers in West Philadelphia, Wynwood, Narberth, Pottstown, and Colonial. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for joining. Our next presenter is Education and Career Connection. We have Jovan and Chandler Jones.
Yes, hi, my name is Chandler Jones. Thank you so much, G. Lamar. Always a pleasure to see you. So Education and Career Connections, we are a WIOA youth-based program, and we also have the E3 Youth Network program as well. So we power both programs here in the city of Philadelphia. We help young Philadelphia adults reach their education career goals, as well as with our E3 program. We help youth participants with education, employment, and educational goals. Next slide, please. So when it comes to the youth in the city of Philadelphia, we help them with starting with, of course, obtaining their high school diploma. So that is through GED assistance with on-hand GED tutors, as well as GED instructors. We help them prepare, we help them prepare for college. We help them with career preparation. We help them enroll in training programs powered by CareerLink and other services around Philadelphia. We help with digital literacy, group activities, and empowerment activities. We service ages 16 to 24-year-olds, and we dedicate that time to, of course, help them do all the things that they need to do, as well as help them obtain different things that they need, such as verification records, Social Security card, state IDs, different things like that to help them and ensure that they can be well-rounded young adults. Next slide, please. So here is our contact information for anybody that is interested in referring any youth participants to us. We are actively enrolling. It is now January, so we are now enrolling for the new year. And we have the contact information of our intake and enrollment specialist, Ms. Nadira Holmes. For the E3 program, as well as me, I am Chandler Jones. I am the Youth Advocate Coordinator for Education and Career Connections Youth Program, and we can be contacted as well as our building on South Broad Street. Sorry for the noise. Is on 100 South Broad Street, Suite 650. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that presentation. Just before we continue, I wanted to take a moment to ask one of our community stakeholders to just speak a little bit. As you all know, our one-stop job and resource hub is really for anyone who's looking for employment, but we also are very particular to make sure that we are connecting with those who are returning citizens, those who are looking for a way out of the life. And so our team in the weeks lead up to One Stop, we're on the ground, we're in communities, we're on street corners, encouraging young men and young women to join in. And so I'm going to ask a gentleman named Don Ike Jones, who is a co-founder of an organization called Grown, but he's also works in the community engagement at the DA's office, just to encourage those who are job seekers, particularly those who may feel like, you know what, based upon the choice that I made in my past, I can't, get to a positive outcome. I just want to ask Don to speak for a little while, just for a brief moment, just to encourage our job seekers.
Good afternoon. I want to thank everyone for attending. I can speak for my community, specifically ex-offenders. Who would have thought that a guy who did 20.5 years in prison for first-degree murder working in the DA's office? Who would have thought that? So to all my other ex-offenders and people looking for a job, anything's possible, man. I just want to encourage you to keep your head up, stay focused. Remember the end goal. The goal is, man, to enjoy life. To enjoy life responsibly. Everybody on this call offering great opportunities. When I first came home, I got my first job through One Stop. I worked at Amazon over in New Jersey. I was there for almost a year. That job came through One Stop. That was like my first maybe 2 weeks home. So I know the power of what this One Stop can do. How it can change their life and change somebody's future and outcome. So I just want to keep encouraging, everyone, to keep moving forward, man. Take opportunity, take advantage of opportunities that's in front of you. And to the jobs out there and to the service providers, we want to thank everyone for coming out today. Thank you for offering your support and opening up your doors and your hearts to this community.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing. Our next presenter is Hers Food. I believe we have Patrick on today. All right, we'll continue on to you, Penn.
Hello?
Patrick, you there?
I am. I'm having a computer difficulty out of nowhere.
No worries. Your slides are up.
Okay, my name is Patrick Seifer. I'm the branch manager for Her Foods in Southwest Philadelphia. You can go to the next slide. Our company has been around 75 years. We are, we are based in the Philadelphia area. We're currently hiring for route sales and for warehouse positions as well. We have multiple locations in the area. I'm sorry, I just can't see my slides. We have multiple locations in the area, and let me see if I can, there we go. We're the largest privately owned snack company in the country. We're just celebrating our 75th year, based in the Philadelphia area, sponsor of the Philly Sixers and Flyers, serving over 7,000 stores in the area. Those are the men and women you see in the blue trucks going in and out of stores on a daily basis. Committed to grow our employees and promote from within. I myself started out as a part-time warehouse associate in 1996 when I was working my way through college. And now I run the location that I originally started at after going to a couple different spots in the company. We have available jobs for our route sales representative, which is a commission-based job, paying somewhere between $45,000 and $55,000 a year. It really focuses on driving sales, delivering to stores, keeping inventory, and building customer service. It is not a CDL required job. We also have part-time warehouse available starts at $15.40 an hour at both of our Northeast and Southwest Philadelphia locations. And that's really picking orders, unloading trucks, general branch cleaning duties. All branch employees meet the essential worker requirements. And we've actually just started a sign-on bonus that all employees who sign on get $250 after 90 days. If you go to the next slide. I just put some information about how to apply. You can go to our HERS career page or email recruitment@hers.com. Listed our 2 locations in Southwest and Northeast Philadelphia there. There's also a QR code that you can go ahead and scan, and it'll take you right to our application page. You know, I always, and G. Lamar has heard me say this before, I always say we're a big company, but we're a family company. And I say that because my father worked for the company. My brothers worked for the company for 40 years, and I've been here for 25 years. So, you know, it's a good company to start out with. We have a lot of people who work as vice presidents in our company who at one time or another drove those trucks around the city, selling to the different bodegas and supermarkets. It's a great company if you want somewhere where you can have a career and feel like you're driving your own business while someone else is fronting all the costs. So thank you very much to G. Lamar and the District Attorney's Office for having me. I appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, Pat, and I look forward to seeing you next month as well. Our next presenter is Ms. Hall from UPenn Division of Human Resources. Okay, is Ms. Hall still on? All right, so our next presenter is the Department of Revenue, Auntie Vicki Riley.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Good to see everyone. My name is Vicki Riley, and I'm here with the Department of Revenue. Department of Revenue is primarily responsible for collecting any money that is owed to the city of Philadelphia. And for many of our taxpayers, that means their real estate taxes and their water bills. But today, I'm just going to talk to you about the real estate taxes and the programs that are available. Next slide, please. First one I'd like to talk to you about is the Homestead Exemption Program. If there's anyone that you know who recently purchased a home, let them know about the Homestead Exemption Program, which saves them $629 a year off of their real estate taxes. And the only criteria is that you own your home and live in that home as your primary residence. And there's also the Senior Citizen Tax Freeze Program for persons who are 65 years or older. There are income guidelines, but if you qualify for this program, your taxes are frozen at that amount and they will never increase for as long as you live in your property. And then also for those who are low income or anyone that's over 65 years of age, regardless of their income, there's the real estate tax installment program. And what this does is that allows persons to pay on their real estate taxes on a monthly basis as opposed to paying on it on an annual basis. And here's the thing, is that one person can have the homestead exemption, the senior citizen tax freeze, and the real estate tax installment program all on the same account. And for those who may be behind on their real estate taxes, perhaps that's for lost a job or working fewer hours, but you have found yourself that you're unable to pay your real estate taxes, then there's the owner-occupied payment agreement program. And what this does is that it allows you to pay on your back taxes, and your monthly payments are based on your income. And for some persons, if they're really going through a financial hardship, they could be even, the city would require them to pay $0 on their taxes. Now, that doesn't mean that that tax goes away. It just means that the city would not take any steps toward taking your home to sheriff's sale. And we advise persons that once their financial situation improves, that they continue then to pay on their back taxes. So just as a reminder, real estate taxes are due March 31st of this year. Next slide, please. And how do you get in touch with us? If you have a question, you can send it to revenue@phila.gov. If you have a question regarding your water bill, you can send it to WRB helpdesk@phila.gov. If you want to call, if it's regarding water, 215-685-6300. If it's regarding your real estate taxes, it's 215-686-6442. And if it is regarding your business taxes, 215-686-6600. Or if you have a question about this presentation, or you just want me to help you with something, feel free to send me an email at vicky.riley@phila.gov. And that's all I have to say. Good to see everyone, especially you, G. Take care, everyone.
Happy New Year to you, Aunt Vicky, and it's always good to see you. We'll look forward to seeing you next month. Our next presenter is ODAT. We have Ebony Gardner from ODAT presenting today.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hello. All right, your slides are up. Actually, I think you might be muted. You can unmute yourself, Ebony.
Oh, yep, there I go. Hi, sorry, everyone. Yes, ODAT, One Day at a Time, is actually a proud program partner of the Urban Affairs Coalitions, who you heard from today. Next slide, we're not your ordinary nonprofit. Yep, our mission, we're dedicated to serving low-income families in the Philadelphia area who are afflicted by poverty and in recovery from drug addiction and HIV and AIDS. Next slide. We're able to honor our mission through these holistic array of services. I took the liberty of bolding I'm not sure if you can really see it, but I'll just read out the positions we're currently hiring for as for our SEPTA outreach team. And we're also hiring for our homeless shelter, as well as our police assisted diversion program. Each of those positions, our SEPTA outreach had varying times. All of them had varying times. So you have to actually apply, send your resume and apply, and we'll be able to give you more details about the different roles and times. I will say that the police assisted diversion program is a role that is degreed. A BA is requested. And I do know that time because I specifically supervise that program, and that's a 4 to 12 shift, 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. shift. You can go through the next slide. Next slide. Yep. So here's our slide where we actually kind of go through the steps of what you want to do next. So you can visit UAC's website. Our jobs are posted there. You can also visit us at odatphilly.org. The resumes, we're asking to submit them to odatcareers@gmail. I actually monitor that email, so you can put attention to me. You can also give me a call at 215-226-7860 if you have any questions about the different roles and or questions based off of what you see on the website. Happy job searching. Yes, next slide. Yep, I love quotes. We can all choose to step away from the ordinary path that our culture promotes and step into an extraordinary life. After all, not all heroes wear capes. That's an insignia we honor here at ODAT. Very true to what it is that we do. Is serve the community very proudly. And next slide. And yep, I think thank you to the DA office for giving us time to present. Again, we have quite a few opportunities. Visit those websites. We do have a vaccination mandate as well, as the Urban Affairs mentioned earlier. We love to promote from within. I heard a bunch of providers say that today, and that's definitely us as well. And we also have internships opportunities. So if there's any students that need to get internships, we also love to work with interns. And that's all, G. Thank you so much.
Who that?
Oh, that. Hey.
You know, you gotta be from North Philly to know that. So tell
Yeah.
Mel Wells I said hello.
Oh, of course, of course.
Our next presenter today is Alpha Care. We have Brooke. I see she just appeared on the screen. Glad to have you on, Brooke.
Hi, Lamar. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm the executive director of Alpha Care. We're a nonprofit that works with pregnant women and new mothers, providing medical, health, and social services, and we serve as a bridge to community resources and love working with partners like a lot of you on the call here. You can go to the next slide. All of our services are free of charge. On the medical side, women often come to us when they're unsure if they're pregnant or not. We offer free ultrasounds, pregnancy tests, and then we have ongoing support like childbirth class for women and their partners, and breastfeeding, lactation support, things of that nature. And then we have social workers who work with women, making sure that they can help bring the baby into a safe and healthy environment, and then continue on after the baby's born with our support as much as possible, navigating the resources that exist in the city, as well as we have material assistance and things like that available. Everything's free of charge. Everyone is welcome. There's no income restrictions or zip code restrictions. We do see people from the nearby suburbs as well. Our main office is here at 38th and Lancaster in West Philadelphia near University City, but we also have a medical mobile unit that offers medical services in different areas of the city. It's not out with COVID right now and kind of winter weather, but we're hoping to have it back out on the road in spring. And we've been bringing it to North Philly, Kensington, and hopefully South Philly next year. And I'd love to connect with any of you if you're interested in learning more. I've got some other details on the next page. We do have 2 open staff positions. It's a smaller audience because I'll share Alpha Care is a Christian ministry. And while anyone can come and be a part of our programs, to be on staff, you do need to sign a statement of faith and actively attend a local church with a reference from a spiritual mentor in your life who can kind of speak to your faith as well. But we have a fundraising position called stewardship officer, and we have a nursing position available, both full-time with benefits, including a retirement account. So if you're interested in learning more about us, making referrals for clients, or employment, feel free to reach out to me at office@alphacarephilly.org or in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Our next presenter is Independence Home Care, Tiara Carter. Tiara, are you there? Okay, we'll go back up to Northern Children's Services, Connect.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you again for the opportunity, Jay Lamar. I definitely want to say Northern Children's Services is our mission for Northern Children's Services is to support healthy development of children and youth while stabilizing their families to build stronger communities. Next slide, please. Within this sector, we provide residential supervised housing programs for young mothers with young children. For our behavioral health services, we provide outpatient services, early intervention, drug and alcohol, intensive behavioral health services, and wellness and resiliency programming. Next slide, please. Our current opportunity that we are seeking, which is entry level, is our support aid position. The support aid position supports an environment that fosters growth and development for all Crossroads residents. High school diploma or GED is required. Associate degree or college degree for 4-year accredited institution is a plus. A major in human services or related field preferred. Next slide, please. In addition, we are currently looking for behavioral health technician. This provides behavioral management intervention to children or adolescent with serious emotional disturbance. These individuals will be able to work in school or home settings, community settings, as well as support families. The incentives behind here is that we provide our part-time staff and contractors who work in the homes, schools, and other areas within the community, increase of $2 an hour increase up to $4 an hour increase for 25 plus hours worked. So this would be in addition to your primary wages. In terms of education and experiences, we are seeking those who have behavior certified assistants, behavior analyst certification, either or, registered behavior technician certifications. If you do have a high school diploma, we will provide you with 40-hour training in registered behavior technician. Once again, if you do have a high school diploma, we will provide you with 40-hour training for the registered behavior technician position. Thank you. Next slide, please. For our mid-entry and master level current positions, we are looking for outpatient clinicians, fee-for-services, behavior consultant, early intervention specialist, mobile therapist. Next slide, please. How do you apply? You can visit our website at www.northernchildren.org, complete an application. You can also forward your resume to me. My name is Kenneth Gallier, HR Recruitment and Onboarding Specialist. My email is listed below at kgallier@northernchildren.org. I would like for you to at least put this within the subject line, One-Stop Job and Resource Hub, just so that we can be able to flag your application and you don't have to wait. All right, and that's all, folks. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you again.
Thank you. We're going to go back to UPenn. I think Nicole Harris is present to present for Penn. Cole, are you still there? All right. All right. So we'll go to Truist Bank. Shay.
Hello. Hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. And thank you so much for having me, G. Lamar, and Andrea for having me here today. Happy New Year to everyone. I'm a professional financial wellness leader with Truist. Truist Bank came about through the merger of BB&T Bank and SunTrust. So some of you guys might be familiar with that. We do a lot of work in the community, as you can see right on the page. Our purpose is to inspire, build better lives in community. We just want to be out in the community in ways where we can really make an impact for people that are looking for work or looking to enter into the banking industry. You don't need an advanced degree to enter into banking. I always tell people that there's a lot of opportunity for you to grow within banking and within our organization here at Truist. Through the merger that we've had opportunity to be able to open a lot of new opportunities and positions within the bank. So there's a lot of opportunity for you guys that are looking for work to enter into the banking industry. Don't be scared. You don't have to be a numbers guru to enter into banking, but it's a great and rewarding career where you can actually grow and really impact lives. Go to the next slide for me, please. All right. Thank you so much. As you can see here, there are different types of positions that you can avail yourself to within Truist Bank. Accounting and finance is one. Commercial banking, if you have experience in that. Auditing, compliance, if you have risk and legal experience. Branch banking is probably the area most people are familiar with when it comes to banks. So you have an opportunity to become a branch manager, a branch banker. If you want to come into the teller position, there's a lot of opportunities there that for you to be able to grow within Truist and continue to advance your career. And so we're always looking for people that are hoping to grow in their career. We have opportunities in HR, training, insurance. If you have insurance license, you can actually work for the bank. IT background, you would not imagine and believe this, banks actually hire more IT professionals than most industries because we need IT for technology and the things we do in banking. So there's a lot of opportunities there. Locally, there are opportunities right now in Philadelphia at the branch level. We have an opening right now for business banking and commercial banking. Mortgage, if you have experience with mortgage, you can definitely sign in for that as well. We do have opportunity in surrounding counties as well for branch bankers as well as branch managers. And the compensation is quite competitive. We do obviously celebrate diversity and inclusion. So we're looking to hire women of color, men of color, wherever you find yourself to be able to continue to grow in a meaningful career. And I'll go to the last part of my slide. Awesome. I want to say something. When you think about a bank, it's not just only what bank can take from you, it's also what we can give back to the community. And one of the things we're able to do through the bank is our financial wellness portal, which if you want to, you could scan the QR code right on the screen. For anyone who's looking for work, maybe looking for banking and financial resources that are free, we do have resources here that can allow you to set up direct deposit, get financial knowledge. It's free. We do also have a great program that for employers that are looking to offer financial wellness resources, benefits to their staff. We have a program where you can actually offer without actually entering into any contractual agreement with Truist, and you can offer those resources free of charge to your people. My contact is right on the bottom of the screen. My name is Sheyola, Sheyola@truist.com. And my number is right there, 562-225-4828. You can always reach out to me. If you're looking for employment opportunity, reach out and I'll definitely point you in the right direction of where to apply. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our last presenter today is Nicole Harris from University of Pitt.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad I have a chance to present. G. Lamar, this is great. And Adriana, you've been fantastic. And Don Jones, what a powerful message. So I'm here to talk about jobs at University of Pennsylvania. You can move to the next slide. We are a really large institution separate from the hospital. So Penn Medicine has a whole different job site. We have jobs, everything from an animal care technician to a blacksmith to a custodian. So lots of different jobs across lots of different schools. But then we also have, centers that keep us running. Next slide. I do have a link to the jobs on our website. You would go to the site listed. My colleague was on the call, Jen Romaine, and she was going to share the QR code. So I think that's on there. We'll be back if she didn't get a chance to share it, but it's pretty simple. If you're not sure which job to apply to, just set up a profile and it'll make it a lot easier when you do see a job. You can set up a job alert. Again, lots of opportunities across the board. We have many, many opportunities in research. So if science is your thing, they're from entry level all the way up to, scientists with a PhD. Next slide. We have great benefits. Our tuition benefit is both for yourself. It's 100%. An undergraduate tuition isn't taxable. And tuition benefits for dependents also. So Penn gives 40% of our tuition if you have children who are in college, and that's no matter where they go. So they can go to Temple and you get about $21,000 per year towards their tuition. We have great time off, retirement matching after you're 40, it's a 9% of your salary Penn puts towards your retirement. We have a home ownership assistance program for first-time home buyers, adoption assistance, great health coverage, tons of other great benefits. Next slide. I will mention, we do require vaccination and all the way up to a booster. Now, regarding background checks, we comply with the Philadelphia City of Philadelphia ordinance, and we do not run a background check until an offer is made. There are, occasions where there's something on the background check, and if it does not have to do with the job, we still continue with employment. So hopefully that's good news. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope to return.
Well, listen, thank you so much, everyone, for first to our employers, our social service providers. Thank you so much for presenting such amazing information regarding jobs and other services available to the community. I want to thank my staff, Adriana Bearfield, Joy Wells, Donna Jones, for their assistance in putting this together, and thank all of our community stakeholders who helped us share this information and spread the word regarding our virtual one-stop. Every first Thursday of the month, we either hold an in-person one-stop job and resource hub or a virtual one. So if you want to learn more about our one-stop, and follow us on IG as well as on Facebook at Phila DAO. We post our flyers and other information on there, and we look forward to connecting with you very soon. If you want to give any feedback regarding today's presentations, or if you have any follow-up questions, I'm going to ask that Adriana put my contact information into the chat feature. But my email address is glamar, that's LAMAR .stewart, STEWART @phila.gov, glamar.stewart@phila.gov. I'm the chief of the community engagement unit at the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. Thank you again for being here today, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.